right, welcome to the Andrew Collin Show. I'm your host, Andrew Collin. I'm here with a legendary guest who everyone loves on the podcast. And boy, have I heard it. I mean, she is a boss bitch. She's doing her thing. She's going to fucking work, going to school. She don't have time for me, little old me.
Just doing what regular people do.
Yeah, that's true. I'm like, I can't believe you're doing it. You're like, you mean every 98% of other people are doing the same thing? I'm like, you're special. You're going to esthetician school. You've talked about this forever. I mean, you're working on some skin. You gave a couple facials out, not mine.
Yeah, not yours, not yet.
Yeah.
We haven't had the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, going to work from 9:30 to 4:30, and then school from 5:30 to 10, and then I get home at 10:30.
I mean, you quit your last job.
I quit my restaurant job.
Too many girls fighting naked in the bathroom.
Too much stress for not enough money, and also the manager does not know how to manage people and lacks empathy, which is one of the she manages people. She doesn't lead people, basically. Let's just put it that way.
I feel like the best way to get someone to go back to school is for a girl to be like, you said my table's over there. You said my table was going to be by the heater.
Yeah, totally.
Why is my table not by the bar?
Mm-hmm.
I want to sit next to Alex. Mm-hmm. And you're like, I'm going to esthetician school to fucking work on people's faces in a calm environment.
Yes.
I'm done with this shit.
Yes. I quit over text.
Nice.
Which, let's be real, if I'm being honest with myself, I probably shouldn't have gotten a restaurant job to begin with. I've had one before. I was 18. It was the summer before college. I lost that job.
How did you lose that one?
I was fired for drinking on the job. And well, I was stupid. I was 18.
Did you get fired the day you were drinking, or did they?
I was afterwards. I got caught via camera.
Oh, boy. You're on top of the bar showing your tits. You're like, there's like two old guys. I feel like in your town, it's just two old men that are always drunk, both named fucking John.
Yeah.
They're just like, the war was tough. And you're like, I'm going to fucking, I'm killing it in senior year in high school. I'm surprised you could even serve liquor as an 18-year-old.
I am too, honestly. I don't know. I feel like Michigan's kind of lax, but I was fired. But my manager was, he dated my mom in high school for a really long time and was like weirdly still into her. And so I just got off with, I got fired the day before my last day.
Yeah.
And so they fired me and just banned me from the restaurant. And then the next day I pretended to go to work because I didn't want my parents to know I got fired.
So you put on a whole outfit?
I put on my serving outfit and like got in the car. I was like, "Okay, bye guys." And
dude, I love that. So you got, and then what were you going to do for those 6 hours or 8 hours?
Well, I brought a change of clothes. So I was like, I'd like changed in my clothes. I think I hung out with some friends or something. Like.
So what I did is I just went to the bar and got drunk. Yeah. Sitting at the bar. Dude, I know someone that did that. He was living with his parents after college. And his dad was like some big finance guy. And he lied to his dad about having a job. And every morning he'd wake up with his dad, eat breakfast, have coffee, put on a suit. And be like, all right, Dad, you have a good day. I'll see you at the end of the day. And then he fucking go right back to sleep.
No way.
Yeah, dude. And he did it for a while.
Mom didn't tell on him?
I think Mom was in on it.
Oh
I think Mom was just like, my
baby boy's home.
Yeah. Was it a long day, honey? Wink, wink. I hate your father.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so funny. So when you did that, did they call you out right then, or?
Well, my parents, I thought I was like, they'll never know, right? But like, it's a small town. My mom's pretty connected in the town that I grew up in. She knows everyone. So eventually, like years later, she did tell me that she knew I got fired and why I was fired. But she never like approached me about it. But
Oh, so you didn't get caught that day?
No.
Also, it was like one of your last days.
It was
right?
my last day.
Oh, yeah.
Before the day before my last day. So.
So you only had to keep it up.
Then I went to college. So like whatever.
And you lied about that too.
Yeah, totally. I was like, everything's going great. I'm not depressed. I love it here. That job was so funny. It was like, and actually it's kind of ironic because it was really one of the reasons I left this current restaurant job was because of how I requested something off 5 weeks in advance and they were like, we just can't make it work. And I was like, it's for a family wedding. They were like, we just can't make it work. And then I had a whole conversation with them about, I've worked every weekend for the last 3 months. And like, I gave you a 5-week warning. The policy says 2 weeks. And she said, well, that's actually a minimum. So, and you've only been working here for 3 months, kind of like you haven't shown us yet kind of vibe. And she was just so toxic. So I was like, bye. I don't need this job. Like I've got too much experience and I also have respect for myself. So goodbye. Yeah.
People really are, these bosses or managers are acting like you're making $500,000 a year and you need there's no other option other than like this science job you're working. It's like, no, there's 55 fucking other restaurants.
Yeah.
You're paying me minimum wage pretty much. Mm-hmm. I'm getting harassed. Mm-hmm. I just saw a girl's labia in the bathroom. Like, I don't need this. No. You can't be. And also 90 days, I don't give a fuck if it's my first day.
Exactly.
Treat me with fucking respect the first hour.
You hired me.
Yeah, I'm giving you my time. Yeah. Like, stop it. This whole idea that your time isn't worth, fucking dick because they're all giving you money is bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. And hey, I was fortunate enough to be in a position where I could quit my job, but so know that I'm like speaking from that, but this is a 5-week notice that I won't be here. It's not a please give it to me off. Like, no.
Yeah. Also,
you figure it out. You have 5 weeks to figure an alternative out.
There's plenty of people too that you work with that are just like, I'm not working on the weekends. Yeah.
And she also said, this is the most infuriating part. She said, well, after I'd given them every Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for 3 months straight, she said, well, I'm sorry, but this is just part of the restaurant industry. Is the expectation is that you're available on weekends and evenings. And while she said that, on the other hand, 2 out of the 5 people on the host team weren't available on Fridays and Saturdays. So I'm like, you just know it's just that's for me because you need me here because you didn't train the other girls well enough to understand how to operate this system. And so the only way it's going to run efficiently is if I'm here. So actually, no. So you're never going to let me have a weekend off? Like, bye. This is not for me. Oh my God. I'm so glad I left that job because I'm still like, oh my God. When I'm now talking about it, I'm just like, screw that. Anyways, I got a new job.
But I think an important thing with this is that you gave your time on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then these other people are like, hey, I'm not working. They come into it. They go, I'm not working these days. Yeah. And then no one asked them. Once they go, these are my boundaries. I'm not putting forth any bit of effort more than what I want to give. And then for some reason, the manager goes, okay, we're going to honor that. But then the person that fucking goes above and beyond what they're supposed to do constantly gets fucking used and work to the bone and are always asked to stay late or you're asked to work more hours because they know that you'll do it and you're not going to give up a fuck. Yesterday you had a thing where you were like,
I've been dealing with that my whole career.
So the job, what you should do is do nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking take a shit.
Those people are getting paid the same amount.
Yeah. Take a shit in the food, light the place on fire. Don't show up. Fucking go in there, wear whatever the fuck you want. Tell the manager to go fuck themselves and they'll give you a raise.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's teaching you. Yeah. Is like, this is why people are assholes. because they get fucking raises for being cocksuckers.
Yeah.
And the people that are actually like, oh, I'll help you out. I'll do what you want. Oh, they're like, oh, really? Okay, well, in that case, you're actually going to build the other restaurant by yourself with your bare hands.
And then at the end of that conversation, because they also had been dangling a promotion in front of my face since the second week that I started, because they could see that I was, smart enough to figure out the system and how it works with, being in such a busy nightlife setting. They had been dangling this thing in front of me for 2 weeks after I started, up until this 3-month mark where I sat down and had this conversation with them. And I said, hey, also, I'm giving you all these weekends, and I've been doing this role that you're telling me is more hourly, and no one has checked in with me about that since it's been mentioned, but I've been kind of placed into this role. So I'm just wondering when I can expect to see an increase, or when I should expect that promotion. What else are you wanting from me? And she said, well, how often are you wanting us to check in on you? Yeah. And then kind of gaslit me and was just like, she said, it's inappropriate for you to ask for a raise within your first 90 days. And
it's inappropriate for you to bring up a raise.
I said, I was like, I didn't come up with this out of nowhere. So gaslighting me. And then at the end of the conversation said, I'm glad that we had this conversation, and everybody needs something different, and now we know that we need to check in on you more often.
Oh my God! Yeah. I would flamethrower this bitch. I want to fuck this bitch up.
I was so fucking mad.
Fuck that bitch.
And then I'm honestly mad at myself. And this is a reason why I did this, because I got that feeling where I was like, I'm going to get up and walk out, and I'm not doing. This was at the beginning of my shift, but there was only one other host there that night with me, and I really liked her. And I was like, I'm not going to I'm just going to do this shift. I got the job, through a good friend of yours, dear friend, that I'm not going to do that. But then the next day I was getting ready for work up until an hour before I had to be there. I was like, I'm just going to do it. We're going to figure it out. And then I just was like, I can't do this. All I could think about was that over and over and in my head. And now looking back, I'm like, fuck that. I should have just walked out then, because for what? What's the difference? Right? I don't know. But
well, I think because you're a kind person, and because whenever you get a job through someone you can't end it by being a complete dick fuck, because you want to, but you are worried more about the other person's reputation, even though they would probably completely understand.
Yeah. Then I met, fast forward a few weeks later, I met somebody. We went out to dinner for your birthday, and
43.
Yeah, I met a girl who used to work there. She used to, be the maitre d'. So basically the role that they dangled in front of my face, she did that for several years at this restaurant. Several years. And I said, oh yeah, I actually worked at Katana for 3 months, and then I quit. It was a whole thing. It's not a big deal. And she's like, was it because of this person? I said, yes. And she goes, I didn't even know her. She goes, come here, give me a hug. She goes, she's a bitch. Oh. I know, she's such a bitch. And I was like, yeah, she is a bitch.
Is that why you're crying in my cake? There's nothing that brings someone together than hating a superior person.
Yeah.
A boss will bring employees together like no other. Mm-hmm. And I guess that's why coaches are such dicks, because if you hate me, your hatred towards me will bring you guys so together, and then you'll take that out on the other team.
Yeah.
But I don't think it really works in a restaurant setting. I think as a coach it might work, but you don't have another restaurant you could go stab. You know what I mean? If you can't take out all your anger you have on me and go knock the fuck out of someone. You have to just take it and then just stay mad. And then maybe you take it out on a napkin you're folding for me. Yeah. You're like, oh, fucking cake, bitch. You just do things angrily. Oh, man. Well, I mean, you're in esthetician school. You're doing your shit.
Yeah.
You're working.
I'm back in retail, come full circle. I used to, when I started full-time retail management, I was in school, and now it's full circle. I'm back retail management, but not full-time. But it's relaxed. I love it. It's a chill job compared to, where I used to work, anthropology. A lot more relaxed. And also, less is on my back. So I just, now am in retail the second time around, and it's just like, this isn't my career path.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to take it as like,
as a step backwards.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, you know, when I was a dog walker and I was doing comedy, every time I picked up a piece of dog shit, I go, but I'm a comic. Like, I would convince myself that, and the funniest part is like, of all this stuff is like, these other jobs, like dog walker and retail, like, people make great jobs and do good money in some of these jobs. So it's like, it's not, but if you're chasing a passion or something you really want to do that's maybe outside the box, it makes these jobs, you're able to do them in a way where you don't feel like this is what your identity is. And I think we get wrapped up too much in identity anyways, of like, this is what I am, because then I think what that does is put you in a box, and then you won't try things. Like, if you just go, well, my identity, I'm just working in retail and that's what I'll do. It's easygoing. I don't have to stress that much. You're like, no, I'm going to fucking go to esthetician school. I'm not putting myself in this thing, you know? And I don't know. It's awesome seeing you're studying for quizzes. You're asking me about epidermis and dermis. I'm giving you freaking, I was going to ask you questions yesterday and do a little striptease for you.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you're like, no, I'd rather throw up on my own tits. But, you know, no, but you're taking, like, it's so cool, like, seeing you go to school again and, like, really going after your passion. And I don't know, I just love it for you.
Yeah. I'm happy that you're happy that I'm happy.
I know. I don't know. Are you happy? I think you're happy.
It's just nice that, yeah, I am happy. It's just nice. When we first moved here, oh my God, it took so long to figure out what we were both doing. And we, like, you know, we're spending a lot of time together, but now it's nice that you're kind of going on the road. I've got long days.
Yeah.
It makes our hangouts more special. Like, I'm more excited to go on dates.
Yeah.
I don't love you any more or less or more. It's just like, you know, it's like any relationship. I think also when you live together, you're like, oh my God, I'm always around this person. And so it adds a little bit more spice to life, you know?
You could just say you're tired of me.
No.
No, I do. I think so. I think, look, when you're a caveman, you got to go hunting, and then you come back, you bring me in the hunt, and then everyone fucks. Like, everyone's like excited. Yeah, you need time apart to feel like, to almost remind you of how much you love that person.
Totally.
And then also, I think whatever value going on the road, doing jokes, or going to school makes you a better partner for that person, because you're happier in your life and you're more confident in what you're doing, which just makes you more attractive to society and your partner.
Yeah. Are you more?
Yeah, when I see you put that lab coat, that little lab coat on, lab
coat.
Yeah,
lab coat.
Sit in that lap on that coat. Yeah, you were coke. Yeah, cock. Dude, I flew first class recently.
Oh, tell me about that.
I mean, I'm not bragging, but I am. I've never flown first class. I was going on tour with Heather McMahon. We were going to Portland and Seattle. I was flying to Portland, and I didn't even check my ticket, because I always assume I'm going to sit in like 36B, which, you know, or like I'm like inside the shitter, like I'm in the toilet for some reason. I'm like, sweet, I'm so happy for life. And I look at my ticket and it's 2D, and I'm like, what the fuck? This has to be a mistake. Like, I don't know what that says about my own psyche, but like it's just got to be a mistake.
Right.
Or this has to be a plane with no first class. There's no way.
No first class. It's so funny though, there's those teeny planes that like they have like 4 first class seats though. It's still first class.
But I gotta be honest, this was maybe like a 6-seater one. Like, it wasn't full on first class. It was first class, but it wasn't like recline all the way back first class.
It wasn't Air France.
No, it wasn't Air France. I didn't have my own little room with my own stewardess.
You're still on a Spirit flight.
She's like, do you mind hot towel, jerk off? Yeah. I don't know if that's French, but anyhow, so I sit there, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to sit next to a businessman. We're going to talk about the Illuminati. I'm going to go hunting with him. I'm going to make fun of poor people. I'm just going to be like, oh, you know, he's going to like give me $1 million. You know, by the time I land, whatever. I sat next to this woman who didn't want to talk to me at all, and then I'm on the plane, and I get a Diet Coke before people even come on.
Oh wow!
Just like drinking it while people are just now boarding. I'm like,
were you making eye contact with them?
Of course I was. I was like, peasant, you fucking peasant.
I think that says something about somebody. If you get on the plane first class and you have your Diet Coke, do you stare at people as they get on the plane, or do you not?
Meaning, like, stare at them like they're poor?
I think that the person who stares is staring like to see if they're staring at you, which tells me you don't fly first class very often. The person who's already got their laptop open and their headphones in and doesn't give a fuck who's getting on the plane. This is just another drive. They're hopping in their Honda and going down the road. Like it's the same.
I definitely wasn't acting like I've been there before. I had my phone out. I was videoing. Yeah, I was videoing it like first time. Yeah, I was not cool at all with it. I wasn't just like, let me pull out my laptop and look at Microsoft Excel and how I'm gonna burn down a village or something. It wasn't anything cool. I was just like, I'm on a first class plane. Look at me.
Yeah, you texted me right away.
Dude, I was so excited.
And I flew first class once too.
And what? Can I finish my first class story first?
I don't have a story. I just wanted people to know.
So I'm so excited. I'm fucking talking mad shit. I'm throwing my Diet Coke in the flight attendant's face. I don't give a fuck. The pilot's feeding me grapes. Your boy is living.
You're sweating. Your hair, the single string keeps coming to the front. You have to push it back.
Yeah, someone's spraying a spray bottle on me with a fan.
I'm just saying you're like coked out. That you're just like every like rich guy in first class has got Coke in his pocket.
Hell yeah, I have so much Coke. I'm drinking Diet Coke. I got cocaine in my pocket, fentanyl in my fucking back pocket. I'm fucking just chilling. I have a Palm Pilot. I have that little pen. I'm just writing things down like, eat more cheese. Have some more Havarti. That's a kind of cheese. So I fucking
have assistant. Send assistant for Havarti.
Makeup assistant.
Name assistant.
Any assistant. So I'm like chilling. I'm flying first class. There's turbulence. I don't give a fuck. There's something about almost laying down where like if I'm gonna die, I'm dying like so chill. Like you don't care. If you could lean back past a certain amount, life is easy.
With a blanket.
I didn't have a blanket. I should have got a blanket. Fuck. Well, next time. I did grab like 7 Biscoff cookies. As
a frequent flyer, I'm very surprised that you don't have a neck pillow yet.
Yeah, I do fly a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things. I have TSA pre and I have clear, which is, I don't even know how that happened. I look back and I go, I can't believe I did this at some point with my ADD. So
totally.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
Because you lived in St. Louis, you had nothing else to do.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I had to go to like a weird room to get the TSA pre and whatever.
All the rooms in St. Louis are weird.
That is true. You go downtown in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's empty.
Feels
and
like
also
you're always in a jail.
Yeah, you're outside jail. so indoor, outdoor jail. So I'm so like excited. I'm chilling. I go in the bathroom and I might have been like sometimes I look at my own abs.
Oh, yeah. Wow, you do? I would have never.
If I lose weight.
I hate catching you doing that. That's the ick. Sometimes I catch Andrew with his mirror face. Oh, God. Everyone has a mirror face, but yours is like.
I learned it from my mom. My mom would do it.
It's almost like you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth.
Oh, God.
But you don't know you're doing it, so it's fine.
That's worse. That's worse.
It's okay. I always raise my eyebrows and like almost like.
Yeah.
I like sniff. It's weird.
You do like blue steel kind of thing. My mom would do it. My mom would always suck her cheeks in. Mm-hmm. She loved like being pretty. Like that was like, so like, I think I get me wanting to be pretty from my mom. I don't know if I've ever seen my dad look in the mirror and be like, my hair's good. Like when you're a bald guy, less mirror, I guess. I've never seen my dad be like, oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Just how I like it.
I wonder if he puts things on his scalp.
He should just put money on there. Yeah. Just make a hat out of hundreds.
He sticks it on with melted pennies.
Oh, God. So
real steelhead.
So I'm like looking at my abs in the mirror because bathroom lighting on planes are pretty solid.
Okay.
A lot of times. So you can see a lot of abs. Even if you don't have them, you can get a 4-pack even if you have a 2-pack in there.
Whoa.
Yeah, especially in first class bathroom, which So I'm sitting there, and I think I pull my shirt up, and my phone is in my jacket pocket, and I just hear it going. And like next thing I know, I look down. My fucking phone is in the shitter.
That is what you get for being vain.
I know.
Oh my God, that's instant karma.
Dude, I'm such an idiot. So I look at my abs one more time. I let the phone sit in there for a while. I'm looking at each ab.
You just said, send assistant for new phone.
Yeah. So
you take out your Palm Pilot.
Yeah, my Palm Pilot that also.
Something just turned off.
My phone died. Our camera died. So, yeah, so I dropped. Sorry, the camera died, of course. But the phone's in the bathroom, in the shitter. And I'm just like, oh, my God, I got to go in there and get it. And like, I'm in first class.
Yeah.
Like, I almost left it. I was almost like so first class. I was just going to like piss and shit over it. And just be like, whatever, I don't need this phone. The phone doesn't even work that well anyways.
At least ask for a glove.
I know. I grabbed napkins and I went in and I grabbed it. And then I washed it off. I took the thing off. And then I asked for those wet wipes that they give for your hands. And I used that on the phone. But I still, every time I look at this phone... Like my idea.
You're so not first class.
I'm ninth class. I'm no class. I'm fucking, dude, I'm such an idiot. So now every time I look at my phone or I grab my phone, I think about like, I don't have any good memories of first class now. I don't think about it. My only time was ruined because this fucking thing fell in the shitter. Oh, God.
Oh, Andrew.
Yeah, it was.
That is the most Andrew first class experience.
It was karma It was karma for thinking I was too fucking cool.
It's because you drank too many free Diet Cokes, probably.
Yeah, I got too excited.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some topical tropical.
Too much sugar.
Too much sugar. There's no sugar in there.
Yeah, there
caffeine.
Is. That's a lie. There's sugar.
Oh. All right, topical tropical. We're gonna do a few stories and then we'll get out of here.
Hey. Who's looking tropical today, baby? I'm fucking imagining the goddamn podcast room.
Babe, I wasn't going to mention anything. You're just going to be cool.
Oh, sorry. I am cool. This wasn't on purpose, actually.
Brenna's looking very LA. She got these new, like, Unabomber glasses. But the only thing she's killing, though, is the game. You know what I mean? You are killing it. You look so hot.
Whoa, thank you.
That's all we do all day.
Just hiss at each other. We've been spending too much time with each other when we start to hiss. We don't have anything else to say but to just... All right, topical tropical.
Robert De Niro has his seventh kid at the age of 79 years old.
Aren't I giving Robert De Niro?
Yeah, for sure.
He has his seventh kid?
Yeah.
At 79 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
How old is his oldest? Do we know? Does it say in the article?
He has like a 40-year-old. Wow. Yeah, it's different women.
Yeah.
It's just crazy your cum can work that late in
life.
It
is crazy. I always thought like maybe that's though, is that why maybe there's, I feel like old cum can still be like, maybe the kid is coming out autistic or something.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, because the person's old, the kid will have an old brain.
Old
soul. I don't know if that's how it works. But
I think about it with your cum.
I think it's more the woman and of having a baby later in life, like past 40, there's more of a chance for the kid to, but the chances are still very slim of the kid not being, or like being mentally challenged if you're older. That died too.
How old is the baby mama?
I think we're fucked.
Really?
I think we'll just send this one.
All right.
Oh shit, man, whatever.
Might have some clips.
Yeah.
How old is the baby mama?
The baby mama, it doesn't say. It doesn't say who the mom is.
Nobody cares about it. They just want the shock value of Robert De Niro being 79 and having a child. He doesn't care about that kid.
Robert De Niro doesn't care about that?
He doesn't care about that kid. He's too old. He doesn't care about anything. And also, he's not actually, is he having, like, what's that sex like?
I don't know. I bet you with Viagra, he probably fucking still lays it down.
But he's just fucking because he's Robert De Niro and people want to fuck him.
Yeah, so what?
But he's not like, I don't even know if he's enjoying it. Like, why is he just, like...
What are you talking about? This guy's like, you think you lose sensation when you get older?
Yeah, you do. You don't...
Dude, the fact that he could still get hard and have a baby at his age is like a miracle. I mean, I think
is that what it is? A 79-year-old man?
Yes, this is a
having
miracle.
A child is a miracle.
Yes,
that's your miracle.
Yes, it's the 9th wonder of the world. Is Robert De Niro fucking cum still working? It's that and
still shooting loads. I don't know.
Maybe I like the story because I'm a little bit older, and maybe I think, oh, now I still have
40 years younger than him.
Yeah, I know. I'm good now. I'm waiting until I'm 76.
Shit. I don't know. I do think about that sometimes with us. I'm like, man, is he going to be are you going to be too old, but do you want to be an old dad? Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't know.
I don't want to be that old of a dad, but then you kind of get out of things, though. That's kind of nice.
No.
When you're 79 and you're fucking have a little newborn.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
Robert De Niro. He doesn't have to do shit.
He doesn't want that kid.
I think he wants the kid because he doesn't have to do anything. It's different if he was like a 27-year-old dad who had a shitty job and he has to can't afford baby wipes. He doesn't even see the kid. He sees him like twice a day. Like, hey, oh, look, you're still alive. I'm still alive. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think he's pretty stoked on it. I think to leave the world knowing that you just got something new. I mean, they love grandkids.
His oldest is old enough to father it for him when he dies.
Yeah, the oldest one is like, it's almost too big of a gap for them to be like, I can't believe dad had another kid. It's like, get over it. You're fucking 50 years older than this fucking baby. Can you see him being mad? He also has like an 11-year-old and a...
That's what creates those situations when when somebody, like that baby is like Robert De Niro's older kid's uncle. Like he's an uncle baby. Like if Robert De Niro's older kids have children, that baby was born an uncle.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that baby, I mean, he'll be treated like a grandkid. Look, let's be honest. He'll have maybe 6 more years with his dad. I wonder if he'll remember his dad. But I'm sure it's tough to be like, he'll be like 7. He'll see other kids playing, catch with their father, and De Niro's just barely eating pudding. And he's like,
ugh.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he'll get like some weird surgery, some cryo thing, and Robert De Niro will still be. He's like, not only does my cum work, I can still throw a baseball 95 miles per hour.
And I'm not inflamed.
Yeah, never inflamed.
From cryo sticks.
But I don't know. I think we. What's the other one? Oh, Mark Zuckerberg is doing jiu-jitsu.
Mark Zuckerberg doesn't. Oh no, I'm thinking of someone else.
He's the owner of Facebook. He's worth like $60 billion.
He's doing jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, he won his first competition.
That's like such a rich guy sport. Doesn't your brother do that?
Hey, leave him out of this.
Why do they all look the same too? They're like all white guys who are like 5'10" and like balding.
Dude, Dan is never gonna talk to us again. What are you doing?
He never talks to me anyways. It's fine.
Oh my God. Shots fired. He's gonna give you an arm bar. We'll choke your ass out. True. Dude, I asked my brother. He might fight Zuckerberg.
Whoa, yeah. He should.
Oh, it'd be great. I think the only people Zuckerberg fight now are like people he pays. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like who's gonna beat Mark Zuckerberg? Like, you know what I mean?
I'd take him. It'd be great. Take his ass down.
Yeah,
that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like he's like the first he's AI to win jiu-jitsu. Like, he's very like, ugh.
Yeah, he is kind of weird looking, huh?
He's got weird eyes.
He looks like an AI character.
Yeah, he looks like a Sims or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
He's pretty lanky. Like, he has long limbs.
But he's only 5'10"?
Probably.
Yeah, so he won.
Statistically.
He won like some match. It is funny, like when people become billionaires, anything they do that's somewhat normal, people lose their fucking mind. Right. They're like, Mark Zuckerberg filled his own gas tank. And everyone's like, what the fuck, dude? What? First of all, he doesn't have an electric vehicle, dude. What the fuck, man? Dude, Mark Zuckerberg, you're not going to believe this.
He rides in a Palm Pilot.
Whoa. Dude, still? Yeah, it's always like these little things that like the richer you get, the more like everyday things you're treated like fucking God. It's like, why don't your assistant do that? Why doesn't your assistant do jiu-jitsu for you?
Yeah. I found recently it's like people who have a lot of money, or like when they have normal, like non-expensive things, people are like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like if like a rich, I don't know, like a rich YouTuber just has like a Keurig and people are like, oh my God.
He's just like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot. There's this guy named Warren Buffett who is Jimmy Buffett's brother. No, he's not. I just wanted to see you agree to that. That was great.
Oh, who is Warren? At least
you went like this.
Dude, you could say anything to me. I'm like,
no, Warren Buffett's like this huge finance guy. He has this thing called Berkshire Hathaway where they own like, he's worth just as much money as Zuckerberg. Uh-huh. And his whole thing is he drinks cherry Coke, he eats his hamburger, and he drives his old Lincoln Town car, and he's lived in the same house for 70 years. And people lose their fucking mind.
Right. Because
he doesn't have a mansion. He doesn't fuck a lot of different women. He doesn't eat like some weird astronaut food. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but part of me is like, that's the point of having money. Have at least one Lamborghini. Like, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
But then there are people who take it too far. Like, have you ever seen Kim Kardashian's home? Like when her and Kanye were like redoing their home, and it's like all stone, white stone, like there's nothing hanging on the walls. It's just like all carved out white stone. Like they have one couch in this ginormous room that's white, and it's just
you could go extreme either
like
way.
That? Like they need to feel rich all the time. They need to feel rich even at times when they should be feeling comfort. Like,
well, there's something about having I guess Warren Buffett, he's not new money, but he did make his own money. Yeah.
But those are almost like different types of rich, because there's people who are rich that are doing, you know, like I feel like people who are rich from being educated or inventing something or using their their left side of their brain. Let's just put it that way, because you can say things that Kim Kardashian has done. She's also been smart and, you know, conniving and just like whatever. I'm just trying to say, like, Mark Zuckerberg isn't going.
I love that you were like trying to say positive things. Not like Kim Kardashian isn't smart and conniving.
Calculated. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, people who are or old money or people who are using their education, they dress very simply, and like they're brands, you wouldn't know what they're wearing. They're just well tailored. But then like the Kardashians are like dressing very trendy and wearing like Louis Vuittons or whatever brands they wear. I don't even know, but it's the same thing as like their houses too. There's just two different types of rich.
There's Warren Buffett isn't going to show like his thigh gap on Instagram and then have it fucking filtered. Yeah. And he'll be like, oh my, he goes, buy railroads. And it's just him like, just fucking Warren Buffett just being a little thought.
But that would be so funny.
Yeah, it would be so funny.
After all this time, he should do that.
Yeah, Warren Buffett should put out an Instagram where he's just in a little thong. And he's just like, buy my lip filler.
Buy my lip filler.
Lip gloss by Warren Buffett. Do you want your lips looking like a lizard? Buy my lip gloss. Yeah, dude. That's fucking... Yeah, there's definitely two different kinds of money. I think you could go extreme either way. I'm probably more mad at seeing someone that goes overly showing than not showing at all. But they're both pretty big choices.
Yeah. But because like the Kardashians, I'm just using them as an example again. There's plenty of people like this.
Yeah, the conniving Kardashians.
But everybody knows who the calculated conniving Kardashians are.
Yeah.
All words start with a K in that sentence.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
But just like they have enough money to go off the grid. They could go off the grid. Like I know one of them is always like, oh, I wasn't meant to be famous. I shouldn't be here. But it's like, no, you like that attention. You like what it brings you because you could go off of the grid and you could live simply, but now you're choosing not to. So
yeah, I mean, I think I just want to live simple, like in Montana on a 80-acre farm.
Yeah,
just simple.
Yeah, I
and
love
have
when
like 5 slaves working for me.
Yeah.
Just simple. Though.
Yeah, when they like get on their reality show and they're like, I just don't think I just like want to live like more simply, and like I just don't think it's for me. And I you're saying this on a reality show, like you're airing it out. What are you saying right now?
Yeah, I don't want people to film me in public. It's like you're filming yourself.
The paparazzi is just too much.
You are the paparazzi. It's like Jeff is holding the camera in front of you that you pay $100,000 a year to do it.
Yeah.
Last story, and then we'll get out of here.
Are we not doing Oprah questions anymore?
Oh,
we could do one.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe we'll go right to that. Well, here's one story. A missing Australian woman survived on wine candy for 5 days.
Hell yeah. She just had a girls' weekend.
Yeah, I feel like that's not that big.
Good for her.
She went to make a U-turn and she got stuck in the mud. I guess in Australia, in the bushland, it's a little scarier. But
yeah, I mean, you're like fighting snakes for some C's candies, but
yeah, it just sounds like
some Skittles.
Like a rich woman's like vacation. She's like, she survived on candy and just some ayahuasca. Like, how did she do it?
She caught a tan. She
People
put
in
some
America
bamboo together.
Yeah, dude. There's Americans that survive on candy and wine.
Yeah.
Their whole life.
Yeah.
Like.
That's so true. Oh God.
The Oprah questions. I guess I gotta find them. I don't even remember. What was it? 110 questions
for couples or something like that, to fall in love, or I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
To get to know your lover better.
Yeah, I feel like if I was stuck in the middle of nowhere with like
what drink and food would you bring?
I mean, I would bring stuff that you don't have to cook, that would last a while, that actually has some nutritional value. So maybe Twinkies.
Fried Twinkies ain't so bad. Well, water. Okay, besides water, I'd probably choose those vitamin waters.
Yeah,
they got a lot of sugar though, but you need sugar.
Well, you could survive so long with just liquids.
Right.
Food. Yeah, you can survive without food for a while.
Right.
Liquids, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I guess here comes the truck again.
I swear
right at the end. Unbelievable. Sorry if you could hear the truck out there. Fucking A.
We live in a very, I forget how loud it is here if I'm not here for a few days. And then like yesterday I was here trying to study. And I was like, there's so much going on. And also, why are the people below us screaming at 1 PM? Why?
People scream a lot in LA.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're like trying to get a roll.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think we'll be here after our lease ends. This apartment.
Yeah, we'll probably go somewhere quieter.
We could be wrong, but nah.
It's growing on us. What do you find sexiest about me? Maybe we'll just skip around different questions, and then we'll be done with this.
Let's do physical and physical and what's the other word? Like personality or whatever.
Emotional.
I don't know.
Or yeah.
Okay. Whoa. Physically, wow.
I'm trying to look hotter right now.
No, physically, I'm really like your legs are really sexy. Like I love like a thigh,
Yeah. My Warren Buffett thighs.
Yeah. And then like face wise, I mean, I love your beard. That's really sexy to me, and like your nose is really sexy to me too.
Don't you call it big? You called it big.
Yeah, you got a big nose. It's
you
not
almost
like
said a little big Jew nose, didn't you? It's fine.
No. So I mean, that's obviously 3 things, but those are the things that come to my mind.
So my beard, my thighs, and my
your
nose.
Skin tone. I really like how you catch a tan.
Okay, nice.
And then like emotionally or personality wise, I mean, obviously your sense of humor, duh, but like when girls are like, I want a guy with a sense of humor, like you actually have that. And then I think in times when you're very like sturdy for me. Like when I can't be, like you're just very like, if I'm like, I can't do this, I can't handle this, you just do it. But it's attractive to me because it's like things that sometimes you wouldn't do for like yourself, just like decide to do for yourself. They're just things that that if I can't do it, you just no problem, or like no, there's no question. You're just like, yep, I'm gonna do it, and you do it, and you take care of it.
Let me think. That was very nice.
Thanks. You're welcome.
What do I love? What I like about you sexually? I love your mouth. Mm-hmm. The dirty, rotten mouth of yours. No, you have amazing teeth. You have teeth I wish I had. I mean, you just have an infectious smile that can light up a room.
It's sexy.
It is sexy. It's very sexy. Great teeth. Great mouth. You literally have a mouth where you go into the dentist and they go, this is the mouth. Yeah. Or like the chatter teeth. You know, that actually hurt my tooth doing that.
Yeah, the last time I got my teeth cleaned, I was telling you this a few days ago, that they were like, they're great. There's nothing wrong. You have perfect teeth.
I love your ass. Which I grabbed on our first date, and I was like, all right, this is my lady now.
The test.
Yeah, and you have I don't know, just you have glowing skin. I don't know, yeah, all those things. You have great feet. You do have very nice feet. And I'm gonna stop now because now I'm just saying everybody. Your elbows.
I know that's pinky. What I did though. I was like, I actually like this and this. And this.
Yeah.
I like your strong chin.
Yeah.
The green eyes.
I don't really have a strong chin, but I'll take it.
Yeah, you do.
No, I got this flapper. It's going away though. I'm sure people have noticed that I have gotten skinnier. I hope. And then personality wise, I think
that's sexy.
That's sexy.
Yeah.
I like. I think it's similar. I know it sounds like cliche, but like you do things for me that I can't do for myself, and there's nothing sexier than that. And it's so funny. We had that viral video on TikTok. It's just this random little ass video of us. I was coming to LA, and I stopped at the airport to get Brenna a coffee. And Brenna, when I show up, I have 2 coffees in my hand, which I'll be honest, no pat on my back a little bit. No one stops to get
on their way out of the airport.
But I just had a feeling. I knew if we drank some coffee, we'd have a great afternoon.
Right.
And I show up, and Brenna also has a coffee for me. So we have 4 coffees. We're just like, let's get fucking wild. And I don't know. It's like those things where we're thinking about each other more than our own self, which
like I think about you a lot.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. I love you, and thanks for doing this.
I love that our things that we find sexy about each other, just things that are for ourselves.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever. Yeah.
But like in the same sense, it's like very traditionally, which I kind of expected. Like mine was like a very it's a very like masculine energy, like the way I described it. And then for you, you're like, I like that you do these things I don't want to do, and the things that you don't want to do are like very traditionally feminine things, right? Like I'm taking care of you. Like I think of you to get you a drink, or like I think of you, like when I'm like, oh, he probably wants this washed. I don't know.
Well, there's something funny about like doing things where we're like, neither one of us can be like, I love how you work in charity, and you do, like we're either doing things for us or for ourselves or for each other. No one else is getting this shit.
Hell no.
On that being said, thank you for listening. We appreciate it. Thank you for being here, Brenna. In 6 months, you guys have to get a facial from her. For the creepy guys that listen, no, that's not what I mean. And thanks again.
Yeah, everyone have a great week. Take care now.
Shawang.